Hello. Hi, Amy. Good morning. Welcome, everybody. Hi, Summer Star. It's been a while. Nice to see you here. Nancy. Excuse me. Buenos dias from Mexico. Welcome for our Sunday morning live. Hi, Andrea, Mishi, Mimi. Great to see you. One of my favorite times of the week is to be here with you right now. Hi, Wendy. Yes, I'm here on the roof of my beautiful casita where I can see the biggest lake in Mexico right over there. And there's beautiful mountains over there. Yeah, so happy to be here with you all today. Hi, Friendly Paws. Yeah. So if you are new to me, new to Insight Timer, new to live streams, please say hello. If you would like to introduce yourself, I'm Natalie, Spiritual Life Coach and Reiki Master Teacher. Please follow me here on Insight Timer. Give a donation if you feel called to. You can check out my many meditations here on the app. This recording will also be a video on my YouTube channel that you can watch after. I have all my live streams recorded, uploaded there. And everything is under my name everywhere that I am, so I'm easy to find. My website's Natalie M. Speakman, my middle initial in there. So yeah, you can check out any prior lives. I have different series I've run. There's different playlists. I am waiting for my newest premium track to be approved by Insight Timer. So we will hope that occurs. Hi, Mary, welcome. So yeah, follow me Facebook, Instagram, and check out my website if you'd like to learn more about who I am and what I do, and you get to experience me now firsthand. And today we're going to be doing a collective card reading for the week. Energies for this week for you all. And we're going to be closing with Reiki and Ancestral Clearing at the end. Beautiful, Mary. Welcome. We have many Canadians here. So I do offer one-on-one card readings. So if you're looking for personalized one-on-one information, reach out, send me a message. This reading here is for the collective, and I would invite you, if you haven't before, to have an open mind about the information, even in a group reading, can be very surprisingly pertinent. I've seen it happen over and over again. Those who are regulars here have also experienced it. So trust that you've landed here at the perfect time to hear what you need to hear. Welcome, Yamaya. Glad to have you. Excuse me. I've already been up, had my lime juice and water, had my celery juice, had my heavy metal detox smoothie, had my mushroom coffee, did my yoga. So, yeah. So we'll go ahead and jump in. We're going to start with bringing in Michael Singer and whatever he has to say through his cards. If you don't know who Michael Singer is, let me know. Hi Maggie, good morning. And he's the author of this #1 best-selling book, The Untethered Soul, along with some others. So I just feel like when we use this deck, he's like speaking directly to us. So let's see what he has to say today. Topic is freeing yourself. Okay, this is happening. It's not the same card as it's been, but in my life coaching, I will bring in Michael Singer cards or other cards sometimes in my sessions. And this card has come up twice this week, so definitely a theme. When your stuff gets hit, let go right then, because it will be harder later. When your stuff gets hit, let go right then, because it will be harder later. How many of you have experienced that before? And do you get what this means? If not, let me know. Abraham Hicks talks about it. I mean, really, Eckhart Tolle talks about it. You know, he talks about it in the form of the pain body. When your stuff gets hit, like, let go right then. It will be harder later. And it is, because a momentum gets built of the negative energy. So it requires, pure discipline, pure presence, and commitment to want to not get sucked into the old mind patterns. So let go right then. Who else is like Andrea besides me, learning that the hard way? Hi, Cynthia. Good morning. So, all right. We will go to Work Your Light next. These are oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell that are what I would say like kind of a message from your spiritual team or your spirit guides. That's the way I like to view these messages. Hey, J.E. Yeah, I hear you. It can be hard, and you even when you want to. And Michael Singer talks about that all the time, about the willpower, that every human that's born on this planet has the willpower to let go and to do it. It's about the level of commitment. And I agree with that. Many of you know I've been clean and sober a long time. I'm working with a woman who has been clean and sober 3 years, and right now they're having a ton of drinking thoughts, and it's really overwhelming them, and they're scared. And I told her, I was like, look, if you wanted to drink, you would have already. There's something in you, it doesn't want to, so that is you choosing and committing in every moment. And really us getting trapped into our thinking or lost in our thinking. I mean, it is an addiction. Adyashanti has said that. I know at least he has, thinking is humans' biggest addiction. So true. Yeah. It's the final frontier in my mind. So, okay. So this card from Work Your Light is the Pleiades. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So Pleiades is talking about star seeds. There's a Pleiadian star cluster. So if any of you identify as a star seed, if you don't know what that means, I can explain. But I like this image. It looks like, Earth, and woo, we're going up. So it says double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So as we are here in this incarnation, we're experiencing being human. And also we have another mission of uplifting the collective as a whole. So, the advice here is to remember the bigger picture here. It's so easy to forget. It's so easy to get lost in this three-dimensional reality. And it's totally okay, of course. That's why we're here. We, when we leave this body, we go back into source and the multi-dimensions, and then, we choose to come back again for our journey and our evolution. So while we're here, The Way of the Heart, which is a beautiful series, talks about, why was I saying Way of the Heart? That our time is precious here. We know we're not here very long in the scheme of things, although it feels like we've been here a long time and that we have a lot of time. The reality is we have no time in this body. And it's like, use your time wisely, use your time constructively. Don't get caught in the illusion that everything's just gonna be this way. I can get to the growth later, or I can do the thing later that my soul's calling me to do. No. Everything can change in an instant. So if you know, if this is speaking to you about whatever the thing is for you to do, here's your invitation, here's your reminder to do it. I've done a live stream series, and I've been a guest on a podcast before, where I talked about a teaching from Gay Hendricks. If anybody knows Gay Hendricks, it's called 5 Wishes. It's a very simple and very powerful practice I give my coaching clients sometimes. And and if anybody wants, there's a worksheet, so I can share that worksheet with you if you want to do this practice. It'll take 10 minutes. So send me a private message if you want that. But basically, it opens with thinking about, pretend you're on your deathbed, like now, or having accomplished what you've accomplished up until now. You're on your deathbed. I come to you and I ask you this question: was your life a complete success? Was your life a complete success? If you say yes, amazing, you're done. But if your answer is no, then you want to answer the questions why. Why was my life not a complete success if it ended now? My life was not a complete success because I did not ABC. It always is about the things that we didn't get to. So if you're hearing this and this is striking a chord in you, then this is your invitation to really examine this and kind of think about your priorities, what's important to you in this life that you want to create. So you write this list. My life was not a complete success because I didn't do A, B, C, D. So great. This is your gift. Go do those things. Make those things your priority. It could be anything from a creative project, actually finishing that, going somewhere, reconciling with somebody, making a commitment to your health, whatever it may be. Hi, Tina. So that all wanted to come through. We will look at Sacred Rebels next and see what message Sacred Rebels has. Excuse me. Awesome, Maggie. And that's a great point. Getting into the energy of flow, Wu Wei. The card fell onto the ground. And also, if we wait for that flow or that inspiration, sometimes we'll wait forever. So there's a balance, right? Sometimes getting into action when we don't feel it gets us into the flow. The classic writer staring at the blank page and like, you've got to just start putting something down. And sometimes too, of course, okay, I feel the flow, I'm going to create. Okay, so perfect message here for what's already coming through. What you want wants you. So whatever this is for you, this that's coming up, it wants you. There's that idea that whatever creative idea or whatever, just whatever things that comes into our mind as like desires, our desires, like they're already fulfilled. Within the desire, the seed of its creation and everything that is needed is already present. So that's really profound. And that's where it takes faith. So looking upward, tuning into that faith. I'm going to see what the guidebook has for this. Okay. I'm going to read this, and those that have heard these messages before know they're very juicy, they're very profound, they're very deep. So I invite you to really be present, take in this message. It's like a transmission as I read this, because it's important. There's a bird right here. Do you dare to believe that what you want is also wanting you? The genuine desires of your heart are the sacred purpose of the soul, swathed in pleasure. Yet, if you've been shamed, judged for, made to feel guilty over, or denied your natural desires or pleasures in any way, you may have developed a very tricky and complicated relationship with the yearnings of your heart. We often learn to distrust our own desires and come to believe that they are something to be overcome or avoided. We may even try to want second best, disbelieving that we're worthy of our first choice of what we really genuinely want and would fulfill us deeply. Perhaps we have conditioned ourselves to believe that getting what we want is for others and not us. That would be the classic codependent. This oracle comes with a healing message for you. First, trust in what you truly want. Not the substitutions and make-dos, but what would truly bring a sense of passionate, playful purpose and fulfillment to your life. You might not know anything more than I want to sing, or I want to write, or I want to help animals, or I want to paint. Start with what you know and hold it in your heart. If you genuinely do not know what your heart wants, you will very much enjoy the process of exploring your desires by making gentle and persistent inquiries of yourself. Ask yourself what it is that truly moves you. Give this matter consistent attention without forcing a response. Your answers may come in a sudden flood or slowly over time. As you get to know your genuine desires and give yourself permission to feel and receive them, a powerful sequence is set in motion. From the depths of the universe, your desire hurtles its way towards you as the perfect manifestation. It's coming to you even now, manifesting itself as the best situation or relationship or circumstances to bring fulfillment to your heart and radiance to your life path and creative awakening. So don't give up. Keep dreaming of your fulfillment, but don't imagine it as always awaiting you in some distant future. Instead, play with what it will feel like to be so fulfilled right now. How will you feel different? Will you be more grateful, more peaceful and content, more confident, more trusting of your ability to create? And in the loving responsiveness of this wild universe? Cultivate those feelings. Get to feel what genuine desire and the meeting of that desire that can then generate yet new desire is like for you. Give yourself permission to go there right now. Remember that if you have people in your life who are shutting you down, suggesting that what you want is not possible or that you're aiming too high, then they need this healing too. Perhaps you can inspire them by giving yourself permission to heal. This will naturally open them to the idea that they could give themselves permission to know and fulfill their unique desires too. Whether someone chooses to be inspired by you or to be fearful of your innate creative power, it is completely up to them. This oracle brings you the message that whether you see it coming or not, your desire is already on its way to you. It is closer than you think, and soon you will be able to see it, touch it, feel it, and enjoy it. You will then become inspired for your next manifestation based on the true desires of your heart. So I'm going to say a statement 3 times, and you can repeat it in your head or out loud. And this is the healing process for this card. You could put your hand on your heart if you choose. What I want wants me, and I am open, willing, and capable to receive it through unconditional love now. What I want wants me, and I am open, willing, and capable to receive it through unconditional love now. What I want wants me, and I am open, willing, and capable to receive it through unconditional love now. Abraham Hicks talks about, and I say this often, the perfect place for manifestation is to be happy where you are and excited for what's to come. Happy where you are, excited for what's to come. Kathy, these are the Sacred Rebels deck. So let's get some more clarification on more specifics as to what this could mean with the Lightseers Tarot. If you're just joining in, this is a collective reading. So if you're hearing this, it's for you right now. If you've missed part of it or you need to go, I will have this on my YouTube channel in the next day or two. Yeah. Woo! Who else claims this? Yes, me. I do. I claim it. For me and for all of us. Okay. So we've got lots of fire energy here. The Knight of Wands. So fire energy, the wands are creative energy. So this would make sense for those of you who are thinking of something creative, that, this is what this is about for you. The Knight is very fast moving energy. This could also be a person that might be helping you create this, or bringing some sort of collaboration for you. Or this could just be you, like getting inspired, feeling inspired to take more action, take massive action, be, reignited in your passion for what you want to create. What's been happening in this Nine of Wands, you've had other things on your mind. You've had, you could just come out of battle, or you're just coming out of what feels like battle. And that could be, anything, whatever it means for you. Something, at work, at home, family, friends, physical. So you've just emerged from the battlefield here. You're standing. You're whole. In the original Nine of Wands, he has a bandage on his head. He's wounded. So this is the card of the wounded warrior just coming out of battle. So it's it makes sense that whatever this creativity or this thing you want to manifest, whatever it may be, has not really been top of mind for you, because you've been focused on survival. So, here is your invitation to, make it's okay, wherever you are. It's so easy for us to then maybe beat ourselves up or get into shame, or, why have I been putting this off? It's that's not helpful energy, Helpful energy is self-compassion, self-validation, and being it makes sense with this Nine of Wands that you just haven't had the focus. Joe Dispenza talks about being in survival or creation. This is coming out of being in survival. This is creation. So shifting into creation. And this is all around creativity. It's masculine energy, fire, your passions, the things that drive you. So once you work with whatever's here for you, and speaking of Joe Dispenza, he uses meditation, and the way he specifically teaches his meditations are a way to move from survival into creation. And you don't have to use his techniques. They're science-based. You can do anything that gets you present, gets your nervous system relaxed, and opens your heart, gets you presence, brings you peace, and basically learning to elevate your own emotions. How does it feel to already have the thing created or done or healed? Makes sense to you, Nancy? You're welcome, Summer Star. Great. Yeah. So really just claiming this energy. And it ties in with this entire message of having perspective on what we're doing here on this planet in this incarnation. Michael Singer talks about it all the time. It's a Buddhist philosophy of remembering that we're all going to die very soon, and we are not here very long, and especially in the scheme of the universe, we're here. We look at we look at insects, right? Like certain moths and butterflies come to mind. I think fireflies, some of them live like one day, like one Earth day. That's their entire lifetime. To us, looking down into their world, we're like, oh my God, they're here for a second. Like, what a short lifespan. Well, guess what? We are that insect in the bigger scheme of things with our own span of life. So this message is really coming through really strongly. Like, don't waste time. No more wasting time. No more sitting around thinking that you have time. You know, if you have been saying, I'm going to start looking for a new job, or I'm going to go back to school, or I'm going to leave my spouse, or I've been wanting to move for years and I'm waiting for the right time. Now is the time to do all of these things now. There's always going to be some reason. There's always going to be some excuse why it's not exactly perfect. So this message is very strong. One of my favorite quotes is, if not now, when? If not now, when? So some of you really get to take that in and let that challenge you. I was in a life transformational training almost 10 years ago, and I will never forget when I think about that question. You know, the leader of the training asked us that, and it shook me because I had, come across the country, invested this money to do this course, and I just was still not 100% in. And she said, if not now, when? I'm like, yeah, well, I came all the way here. I paid all this money. I rearranged my life. I ended up moving to Southern California after that. It's like, if not now, when? How long have you been saying you're going to do the thing? Either start doing the thing or stop doing the thing. For some of you, it's giving something up, like a pattern or a behavior or a habit, an addiction. Great, Krista. Beautiful, Maggie, Amy. Yeah, Spirit is just wanting to really be quite bold. And so, as I said, like for some of you, that 5 wishes worksheet that I mentioned, if you're like not clear exactly on what the things are, this can be a powerfully clarifying process. So again, if you want that resource, send me a message. So the other 2 cards, because I feel like there's 4 cards, so these 2 are like everything I've talked about, and then these 2 are like what's coming. So we have the Moon, and then we have the Lovers. So yeah, there might be a period of time once you start getting into action where you because that's going to shift things, right? You're coming out of the survival, you're coming out of the war, you're getting grounded back into what's important to you, feeling inspired, and then so maybe you begin to take action. There might be a period where you're wondering if you made the right choice or you're taking the right action. The Moon is a card of illusions, of things not being clear. Of course, it's emotional. This is ruled by Cancer. So I don't like to say test of faith. I don't really subscribe to the idea of tests, but it might feel like that. You might question what you're doing. And so this is where, going back to to this, like staying grounded in your mission, what you're up to. Hi, Debbie. You can message me here through Insight Timer or any other platform that I'm on. You can see, if you click on the About section for me and my profile, there's links. So, yeah. I'm very easy to find everywhere online. Great. So, yeah, I want to read this moon card. Lightseers, as y'all know, has great descriptions. And it's such a beautiful card. Hi, Rose. Rose, your profile picture reminds me of the water of this moon card. So it's the affirmation for this card is, I trust my intuition and I float. So what I feel this means is that once you are in this fire energy, again, you might feel ungrounded, uncertain, or I invested, I moved, I quit my job, I took the massive action and now nothing happened, or maybe things unfolded in a way that you didn't think would occur and you're viewing as negative or as a failure or something like that. There is no failure, of course. So, there is coming that period after you commit, you're going to question, and that's okay. So you get to ground back into your intuition. And it says, I trust my intuition and I float. So that means letting go, trusting universe, source. So the meanings of this very briefly: trusting your intuition, facing your fears, the watery nature of the unconscious mind, mystery, symbolism, metaphor, perception, uncertainty, dreams, powerful visions, a spiritual experience. So yeah, it's sort of could be a dark night of the soul sort of energy. So yeah, and I'm going to pull up the Lovers. So after that comes the Lovers. So for some of you, it might be a literal lover, romantic partner, if that's what all of this is about for you. It could be an actual lover. Hi, Tatiana, nice to see you. So the affirmation on this card, my heart is open to deeply meaningful connection and I am expansive. So it's after this whole journey that's coming through and you float and you fall a trust fall, you're going to create your desire. To me, this is whatever it is for you. If it's not a lover, if it's the job or the new house or the publishing contract, or you sell a painting, whatever, this is the wish fulfilled. My heart is open to deeply meaningful connection and I am expansive. So the moon said, I trust my intuition and I float. This says my heart is open to connection and I am expansive. So it's this beautiful, feminine energy of receiving after all of this masculine energy. So the Lovers can stand for a choice, dualities, harmony, a lover or romantic relationship, friendship, unity, the choice to allow yourself to fall in love, healthy boundaries, soulmates, love. So, yeah, if anybody wants the resource of the 5 wishes, and again, what that is about is helping you get clarity on, like, what you want to make sure to complete on this planet before you leave. Send me a private message. So we're going to go ahead and get into the Reiki and Ancestral Clearing now. Does anybody have any questions about what we're about to do or anything? Hi, Jessica. And if you're just joining in and you haven't already, give me a follow. If you care to give a donation, you can. And don't forget to check out all of my meditations here on the app. You can join my group here, Natalie's Healing Circle, to stay in touch as well. Okay, so oh. Hello, ZKB. So we are going to do Reiki healing in a group. So it's energy healing, it's Reiki energy healing. So all you need to do, if you'd like to receive it, you don't have to. It's just to have the intention that you want to receive. You know, you will be closed eyes, you will be in a meditative space. I will guide you through that. Your body draws in the Reiki energy as it sees what is best for you. It's not me giving you something or pushing something on you. That's not how energy healing works, at least in the way that I've learned it in Reiki energy. So I'm simply a channel for that. And then I will also do ancestral clearing, which is a process I've been trained in by my teacher, John Newton. And I actually have 2 recordings on my meditations here in Insight Timer of ancestral clearing prayers, one in the free section, one in the premium section. You can check those out if you want to experience those outside of this session. And if you do ever look at the replays of these live streams on my YouTube channel, you know, you can receive the transmission regardless. Even if it's recorded, it doesn't matter. I mean, energy is timeless. Time is an illusion. So if you want to check out other things that I've done on the live streams, you can do that. So great question. So go ahead and close your eyes. And just come into a quiet place for the next 10 minutes. Just allow your mind to settle, give it permission. Let it know that we will be taking this quiet time together for 10 minutes to allow a full space of rest, of meditation, of receiving. And just settle into the body, into this moment, feeling the body on the surface that you're on, feeling gravity pulling the body into the earth, relaxing the body. I will activate the Reiki. Dr. Usui, Madam Takata, all the Reiki Grandmasters, beings responsible for bringing Reiki into this world. Calling in all of our spiritual teams, all of those beings and guides that are always here supporting us, surrounding us in unconditional loving energy. As well as Source. Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo. And just allow, receive, relax, surrender, and trust. Your higher self, your body, mind, spirit draws in the energy as is best for you, for your best and highest good. It can heal on all levels: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, sexual, and financial, through all timelines. And just stay as present as possible in your body, bringing your awareness back to this moment. When it wanders, which it will, it's totally okay. You deepen the breath. This will settle the mind. I will now recite an ancestral clearing prayer, so you can receive this if you choose in the clearing that it provides. Infinite Creator, source of all that is, we love you. Thank you for loving us. We humbly ask that you open, bless, expand, lead, guide, and direct us into your perfect light, love, and life, and always, now and forever. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. For everyone hearing this message now, all of our family members, all of our relationships, all of our ancestors, and all of their relationships through all relevant time, space, and dimension. For all hurts, wrongs, judgments, and burdens, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, sexual, and financial, through thought, word, or deed, please help us all forgive each other, forgive ourselves, forgive all people, and all people forgive us, completely and totally, please and thank you. For all suicide, incest, murder, rape, abortion, infidelity, and miscarriage, through thought, word, or deed, please help us all forgive each other, forgive ourselves, forgive all people, and all people forgive us, completely and totally, please and thank you. For all times we abandoned or were abandoned, withheld love or had love withheld, weren't nurtured, loved, supported, and cherished, or times we didn't nurture, love, support, or cherish others. For all times anyone was inappropriate with us or we were inappropriate with others. For all sexual experiences we couldn't handle, for all times we didn't feel safe. Help us forgive all people forgive us. Help us all forgive each other, please and thank you. For all times our boundaries weren't honored, or times we didn't honor others' boundaries. For all alcohol and drug abuse, mental illness, and the effects it had on us, especially children and spouses. For all empathetic hurts and wrongs, and all that we made it mean about ourselves, life, love, and family. For for all let down in our lives and lineages, for the times we turned our back on the Creator God in all name and form. Help us forgive all people forgive us. Help us all forgive ourselves, please and thank you. Infinite Creator, for the highest good, please lift out all weight, pain, burden, sin, death, debt, negativity, spells, hexes, curses, black magic, white magic, guilt, fear, shame, unworthiness, and limitation of all kind. Transform it into your love and let your love flow back in and through us, filling and giving us all complete peace now and forever. Please and thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you. Please help us love and bless each other, love and bless ourselves, be at peace with each other and at peace with ourselves. Please and thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you. Breathe deeply. So be it done, thank you. If you'd like to come back to open eyes, you can, or you can stay in a closed eye space. Thank you all for joining today. As always, I come to live this time every weekend, as well as other times during the week. So if you follow me, you can see when those are. If this was helpful, you can give a donation or follow me, reach out privately. I do have spaces for a few life coaching clients. If you feel the heart call to reach out, follow that. You're welcome, Maggie. Thank you for joining, as well as everybody. Hi, Alexandra. Beautiful. Wow. Thank you for the donation. Thank you, Amy, Mimi. Thank you for joining all. Hi, Duchess. Thank you, Deirdre. Your donations help me to continue what I do. Welcome, Wendy and Mary, Kathy, Jessica. Thank you, Lulu. I'm coming up on 4 years here as a teacher on Insight Timer, doing live streams. It's amazing to consider. I know many of you have been with me for almost that long. So if it's your first time or your 100th, I'm grateful. Thank you, Krista, Alexandra, Tatiana. Excuse me. And if you'd like the resource I mentioned for the 5 wishes, send me a private message, however you want to connect. Beautiful. Yeah, so the prayer I recited, I gave a somewhat abbreviated version of the entire prayer that is in the free section called the Master Prayer here in Insight. Nancy, I believe if you use the app that Apple takes the cut either way, and appreciate that you consider that. If anybody does have issue, you could donate through PayPal, etc. If you want to bypass, I can share that with you. I'm happy to receive in whatever way, so however that is. Okay, thank you, Mimi, for that. Wonderful, Maggie. Wow. Thank you, Kathy. Very grateful. I will see you all next week. Thank you, Cynthia. I will schedule another live stream this week, at least one, depending on my schedule. Oh, and guess what, y'all? Next week, fellow Insight Timer teacher and close friend and co-facilitator of our upcoming retreat, TBA, is visiting here with me. So I'm sure, I haven't asked, but I imagine we will do a double Reiki live stream, a 4-hand Reiki. We've done this a couple times in Bali and maybe even in Thailand. I don't remember. But yeah, so I will schedule that ASAP once I talk to her. She's coming here in a week, so we'll get that going. If you haven't experienced Alicia Bliss, follow her here on Insight Timer. She's an amazing teacher of yoga. She's a a naturopath. We've known each other over 20 years, and we have an amazing story together that we'll probably tell. It's been a while since we've been together to share it with you here. So, all right. Thank you, 108 meditators, and see you next time.